So we're going to stick with Twitch here, and hopefully somebody can come along here and give Twitch a run for its money in the streaming front. And we really need somebody to come on and give YouTube a run for its money. We really need somebody to come out here and take YouTube down a peg or two. Oh, did it really? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm looking. Yeah. Shockingly enough, my internet's been cooperative here. Although I must say, I haven't had too many problems of late. The only times I have some problems are with the Hunter games. I still drop frames there. The Hunter games sort of push the envelope for my system here. And of course, yesterday when I was doing Defiance, I had to do that on my old laptop, so that didn't come out as well as I hoped. But unfortunately, I don't have a choice here because, in fact, just today I remembered I had Defiance installed on the Windows 10 laptop that we got a couple years ago. So I figured, oh, wait a minute, maybe it still works there. Nope, didn't work. I'm like, damn it. Pitched back at Polymane and such. Heck, she decided to brigade her viewers to take down a critic. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you got kicked out too? Really? That's weird. Against Twitch TOS, I was told, no, partners don't get in trouble. Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, because you look at some of the stuff. You look at what Amaranth is, I guess Amaranth. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Some of the stuff she's done, and the envelope she's been pushing for years now. It's like, you know what? Come on now. I don't want to get into the whole thought streamer stuff and titty streamer stuff. Because my opinion is, if you got it, that, flaunt it. I ain't got it, so I ain't flaunting nothing. But, hey, I don't mind looking at pretty girls. I will be the first to admit if somebody's good looking, I'm going to stare at you. I'm sorry. I appreciate great beauty. But yeah, exactly. It gets to the point to where, you know what? Tone it down. You know what? Tone it down a bit. If you got it, flaunt it. I go for that. But you know what? There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And unfortunately, a lot of them choose the wrong way to do it. Uh-oh. Here we go. I think I just got kicked. All right. Oh, you know what? Taz is loading in. That's what it is. Right. The habit of human society. And you know what? And that gets back to pure base genetics. That right there is just deep-rooted genetics. That's hardwired into human behavior. Because that's how you propagate the species. I mean, that's what the old Darwinism, the survival of the fittest. It's ingrained in species that have to mate to reproduce, to choose the best mate in order to reproduce and have viable offspring. So that's where that all comes from. Yeah, toxic males, indeed. You're right, exactly. Tell my mom about Twitch and have her... Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't have to be rated... You don't have to have the entire platform rated G. But like I said, there's a right way and there's a wrong way about, doing some of this stuff. Well, see, that's what it is too. I mean, even if that's a start, just saying, you know what, if this is how you're going to present yourself on stream, if this is the kind of stuff you're going to be doing, then you know what. It should be automatic, should be mandatory. You either mark your stream 18 plus only, or that's it, you're banned. Or you do you do different content. Because what amazes me is just I don't know. I guess we could get into, but even Fortnite. You look at Fortnite, and it's basically a bunch of 10-year-olds playing Fortnite, and then you go look and they're streaming. Well, they're not really supposed to be streaming. You're supposed to be at least 14 before you're on camera streaming. So it's like, come on, let's have some consistency with your rules and stuff. It's a Gundam's videos on Thottery. Billy makes an appearance. Really? All right, I'll have to check those out. So I remember reading an article in Polygon a couple years ago. They did an article on Amaranth. And obviously, we know how slated Polygon is. So, I'm reading this article with that thought in mind, with taking it with what they're saying with a grain of salt. But some of this stuff that came up and then came up in the comments and stuff, like, I was like, come on, let's get real here. It's like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a streetwalker. I don't care if you're a pole dancer. I don't care if you're a thought on Twitch. I don't care what it is that you do. There's no excuse for the toxic masculinity coming at these people. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse to treat somebody less than human, no matter how they act. In certain regards, if you're an absolute evil person, then yeah, there's nothing human inside of you to begin with. But I was thinking to myself that, all right, the example I had in my head, the example I put in my head, I was thinking in my head, it's like, okay, there's good neighborhoods and there's bad neighborhoods. And there's these bad neighborhoods that if you're a certain color and you're walking into this bad neighborhood, there's something bad something bad's going to happen to you. And so I'm telling myself, it's like, okay, if you have a friend telling you do not go to this neighborhood because something bad will happen to you, it's not right that it's going to happen to you. It shouldn't happen to you. You should be able to walk into whatever neighborhood you want without something bad happening to you. But that's not reality. That's not the way the world works. So if you up and decide that I'm going to walk into this neighborhood anyway, and then blame everybody else for something bad happening to you, no, I don't buy that. It's 100% your fault for going into a situation where something bad's going to happen, and then trying to say it shouldn't happen to you. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't happen to you, but you put yourself in that situation. It's 100% your fault. Now, that's not to say that the people who did something bad to you aren't also equally to blame, but you got to take some of the responsibility for putting yourself in that situation to begin with. So that's the way I looked at it. So to say that, these people are 100% innocent for putting themselves in a situation when they know exactly what's going to occur, no, I don't buy that. But I still don't say, I still disagree vehemently with the people who are actually doing it, and they should absolutely be taken care of to begin with. Well, exactly. Actions have consequence. No, exactly. The snowflake culture. Yep. Exactly. It gets back to the good old everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets the participation trophy. No, not everybody has to get a trophy. Not everybody has to get a trophy. But that's where we're at in a society right now. Unfortunately. It's like nobody's feelings can be hurt. You can't have somebody hurt your feelings, because that's bad. You can't not get a some sort of recognition or reward for whatever you do. You have to be recognized and rewarded no matter what it is you do. No matter how bad you are at what you're doing, it's not right to make you feel bad about it, and we see where we are, where we wind up in society today because of it. It's like, come on now. We have nobody but ourselves to blame for it. Well, exactly. It's been taken to the other extreme. And, and the point I used on that was back when they announced Jodie Whittaker to play Doctor Who. Of course, she being the first female actor to play the Doctor. So, everybody was, hey, this is great. It's about time, this and that. Now, I've got a lot more to say on that, but the specific thing I'm talking for this conversation was that Peter Davison, who was one of the actors who played him back in the 80s, had made a comment in an interview, saying about how he wasn't disparaging at all, but the comment he made essentially amounted to, it's a shame to see that such a long-standing role model for boys being lost. Essentially, is how he termed it, and he even said, it's like, but maybe I'm a dinosaur and thinking about this the wrong way. But at the end, and then that was taken out of the context of the larger interview where he said, where he had good things to say about Jodie or something like that. He didn't disparage her at all. And that's not what it was about. He said, at the end, it was a good thing. But that little part of the interview was taken out of context. And he was absolutely vilified on Twitter over it, to the point to where he left Twitter. So here we are. A white male Caucasian gets kicked off of Twitter for the exact same things that everybody's vilifying people who do that to, say, Kelly Marie Tran. And saying this is toxic behavior, this and that. But when they do it to a white male, it's okay. But for white males to do it to a female Asian actor, it is absolutely the worst that society has to offer. Yet the exact same thing happens to a white male, and it's nothing is ever said about it. So that's what gets my goat. That's what gets my goat, and I will come at anybody who doesn't see that both things are equally as bad. So yeah, I will come after feminism and equality and all that if they don't equally agree that what happened to Peter Davison is just equally as bad as what happened to Kelly Marie Tran and the actresses for the Ghostbusters reboot and all that stuff. Because it's all sexism and it's all racism at the end of the day, regardless of who the target is. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, he is his father-in-law, isn't he? I remember reading that and I'm like, oh wow, how about that? Now there's a family connection for you. Well, see, that's the thing too, and that's the whole, issue with Disney now, Star Wars. I don't want to get into the whole SJW stuff because it's like, all right, whatever, movies, books, television, music. It's all been used to speak political messages before. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with anyone using any entertainment medium to impart a political message. But I say, if you're going to do it, then your overall story had better be damn well good. Better be damn well good, or I'm just going to say, you know what, it sucked. Like Star Wars: The Last Jedi, there was a lot of SJW nonsense in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. that doesn't bother me. That wouldn't have bothered me in the slightest if the actual script was a decently written script. I mean, it doesn't matter what message was in the script. The script sucked. It was an absolutely terribly written story. So I'm going to say The Last Jedi is a terribly written story. It has nothing to do with SWJ politics or inclusionism or whatever the hell they want to call it. It's just a poorly written story. So you know what? So I'm going to call it out. It's Tennant's wife posting a pic of the two of them sitting up Lara with the caption, "How many doctors does it take to change a light bulb?" That's great. That's great. Yeah, it's amazing to go back, and I absolutely, the hatred the prequels got was just, and the character of Jar Jar Binks, poor Ahmad Best. He was probably one of the earliest recipients of the Star Wars toxic fanboyism. And I will be the first to admit that there is absolutely toxic fanboyism in Star Wars. But, we can't use that as an excuse to speak the truth when something genuinely is poor and is done terribly. But who would have thought that Jar Jar Binks would be looking good at this point? It's just amazing. And the problem is now is that we can see it happening now. We saw it with the Maleficent movies. We see it with Rey. Who else? A lot of the recent movies too, that have had female character leads. The Captain Marvel movie. They're doing it. We know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they everybody wants to shed the good old boys club and all that kind of stuff. We want to show that women can be empowered, which is fine. Again, I have no problem with that. But you've got to do it the right way. And the problem is when you make people like when you make the characters like Captain Marvel and like Rey into Mary Sue's, you're not doing the female character any justice whatsoever. And the funny thing is like when Force Awakens came out, everybody was talking about Mary Sue this, Mary Sue that. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, no. It's like, I did buy into the whole her being a Mary Sue thing until after The Last Jedi. So, after watching The Last Jedi and more of the Mary Sue stuff come out, it's like, okay, let me look up what this whole Mary Sue thing really is. Let's see what the definition of Mary Sue is. So, after I looked it up and found out what the origins of Mary Sue was, and what it actually entails, and then I looked at both Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, I said to myself, wow, everybody's right. She actually really is a Mary Sue. And Captain Marvel is exactly the same way. And I can see exactly why they're doing it, because they're afraid to show female characters that have genuine character flaws. So they have to be perfect characters, but you're not doing feminism any justice by making perfect female characters, because then they become boring characters. They become fake characters. The best character is a character that goes through a genuine journey of change. Rey never goes through change. Captain Marvel never goes through change. They're the same from beginning to end. They're super powerful. They never, and the thing is with me, it's like Rey never, and that's what pointed it out to me. After watching the first two movies, I looked at what happened with Rey's character. She never loses a fight. The one time she lost was in Force Awakens, when Kylo Ren used that force power that grips you, the grip, whatever they want to call it, the force power that paralyzes you. And he only did that twice. And that was only in The Force Awakens. He did it against Poe, and he did it against Rey. And that was the only time that he had the upper hand on Rey. And that was the only time we ever saw that Force power used in any of the 3 movies. But if you look at all 3 movies, Rey never loses a fight. Now, I know the excuse in The Force Awakens was that, oh, Kylo was injured and all this stuff. It's like, no, it's no friggin' excuse. Absolutely no excuse. No way that Kylo should have been defeated by Rey in The Force Awakens. That's where we're at right there. Why was Iron Man better than Tony had to overcome his own flaws before he could overcome his opposition? Exactly. And, you know, that's probably why Iron Man is one of my favorite characters too. Not only in the movies but in the comic books. I always gravitated towards Iron Man. One, because he was human. He had no superpowers. You know, obviously he was a brilliant inventor, brilliant scientist. He had a brilliant mind that allowed him to do stuff that was above and beyond what normal humans could accomplish. But at the end of the day, he was just a guy in a suit. So I think that's one of the reasons why I gravitated to him. But he was also one of the few comic book characters that was actually, you could say was a bad person at times. He was an alcoholic. He had severe character issues, but he was still able to overcome that stuff. So that's why Iron Man is such a great character. Right, and it makes him so relatable, you know. And like I said, I haven't watched a lot of the movies in their entirety. I've caught. I think Doctor Strange and the first Iron Man, I think, have been really the only MCU movies I've actually watched start to finish. And Doctor Strange is really, actually, I think, the only MCU movie I've actually bought. I don't have any of the other ones on disc. But yeah, that's, you know, but I've seen bits and pieces. I've gone to YouTube and watched certain scenes and stuff like that. But that's why he's probably the best MCU character out of them all, because he's a human. He's an actual human that we can look up and say, yeah, that could be me right there. You know? So that's why he is such a great character, and that's why characters like Rey, like Captain Marvel, absolutely fail, because you can't relate to him. You absolutely cannot relate to him. So yeah, that's at the end of the day, by doing that, you're not doing your message any justice. So, you know, that's the real, where the real shame of it comes in. You know, it's like I haven't watched the entire Ghostbusters reboot in its entirety, but I've caught in good chunks of it. Oops, there we go, all full up. And I just don't like it. It's not because they're all women. It's not because the one male in there is a bumbling idiot. It's just that I did not find it entertaining. I did not find the jokes funny. You know, and of course I'm comparing it to the original, which I find hilarious. I will continue to watch the original every time it's on. And even the second one, even Ghostbusters 2, which I didn't think was all that great, I still found it entertaining. But like the reboot, it just, to me, is not an entertaining movie at all. And so, but if I go say that, oh, it's because I'm a toxic male. It's no, because I did not enjoy the movie. I thought the original was better in every way possible. You know? There's nothing wrong with saying that. But, you know, it's because they wanted to get that message out. They just wrote a poor story with poor jokes that made it completely non-entertaining. So that's where the problem comes in, and it's like Hollywood will not learn if they don't start separating the genuine criticism, and that's the problem. You know, you can't criticize anything in Hollywood now. It's like if you have a genuine criticism and something is genuinely bad, it doesn't matter, because, well, it's just, at that point it's just SWJ politics, you know. wonder if people would react to Adam of Green Gables. Exactly. Well, see, that was my whole thing with I even what brought that up? What conversation was that? Because I even made that point within gaming. I forgot what it was now, but I made the point of saying, well, why? What about a Daisy Nukem? Instead of Duke Nukem, we have a female Duke, a Daisy Nukem. What about a male Tomb Raider? What if we changed Lara Croft to Larry Croft? People would be up in arms. People would be absolutely up in arms if we changed Lara. If we made the Tomb Raider reboot, but it was Larry Croft instead of Lara Croft. And I used some other examples of that, of taking traditionally male or female characters. It's like, well, why don't we just make them the opposite sexes? Because people would be up in arms then. But it's okay to do it in these circumstances. It's okay to change the male into female, but not the female into male. It's hypocritical at the end of the day, is what it is. But you're right. It's like taking stuff that there's nothing wrong with Ghostbusters being there's nothing wrong with Ghostbusters being a male movie and appealing to the white male. There's nothing wrong with making a movie that appeals to the white male nerd. We are not a toxic community. And that's the problem. Everybody now associates the white male nerd with being just a toxic individual. That's not the case at all. I'm sorry. But because they want to get their message across, they say, oh, well, the traditional high fantasy female character is bad. No, it's not. It's not bad. It's like what I say half an hour ago. It's like, I don't mind looking at a beautiful female form. That's what's ingrained in our deep genetic human code, is to find the ideal mate to reproduce with. So we're going to find certain forms and figures and people more attractive than others. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with appreciating beauty where beauty can be found with how we as an individual find attractive, Hey, there you go. Right. Friggin', how can you get more white male masculinity than Conan the Barbarian, for God's sakes, But we'll even go with, what was the offshoot? Oh, damn it. There were the two TV series. I think, was it Conan? I'm trying to think of the two TV series that were sort of set in that universe. I'm trying to think of the guy who played the male lead in the movie. Yeah, Xena Warrior Princess. Now, I never really got into Xena, but from from back in the day when I was looking up what the character was about and stuff like that, she was a pretty decent there it is. That's right. Kevin Sabo was Conan. Yeah. Those two. Yeah. There was nothing wrong with either one of those, And I think from what I understood, from what I was looking up about the Xena character, she was actually a decent character, She had character flaws. She had bad things happen to her, but she overcame it, So I'm curious to go back. I might actually go back and actually try to find video episodes of Xena and that, and just watch them to see how good they were, to see what all the hubbub was about. Sonya, yeah, Red Sonya too was actually a decent. I think there was a Red Sonya TV series too. So both of them, there's not, nobody had any problems with them back in the day. I mean, come on, seriously. It's like it's gotten to the point to where it would be a joke if it really didn't negatively affect so many people's lives who shouldn't be negatively affected by this. That's the problem now. It's just gotten to the point to where it's just gotten out of hand. And you know what? But you can't criticize it. You can't criticize it, or you're going to be the next target. That's the problem now. Lucy Lawless show up in Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. I'm trying to think what that one was. Like, I never got into Caprica or anything like that. The original Battlestar Galactica is where it's at for me. The 80s. I think this was actually the 70s one, because I know they did I don't want to say it was a reboot, but sort of a sequel, and I never really liked the sequel of Battlestar Galactica, but the original one, like the Ron Moore reboot, I'd have to look at that, though. I'd have to look at that then. But the original one was probably one of the big ones I watched. So I remember watching Doctor Who. You know, Star Trek and Doctor Who were probably the big ones for me at the start, and then Battlestar Galactica was probably the third one. TV series wise, and of course we had Star Wars come out for like the film ones. But yeah, those were the three things that really I guess shaped me as an individual, were those three TV series: Star Trek, Doctor Who, and Battlestar Galactica. Bruce Camp. I think I do remember that. I think I do remember that, and because I know there's some people I'm acquainted with who are big Bruce Campbell fans. And I think that's how they got to be Bruce Campbell fans, was from that. You know, I don't know what it is about Bruce Campbell, but I'm seeing a lot of people who are like just fanatical about Bruce Campbell. It's like, okay. I've probably seen a couple of things that he's in, but it's just like as a supporting actor or something. But I don't get the whole Bruce Campbell thing. I gotta look that up and see why everybody's so infatuated with him. Nope, I'm all full up too. Let me run over here. I'll fill up the other side. But you even see it now with how we're trying to erase the past of American culture here now. It's ridiculous. You know, I can understand where people are coming from with things like the Confederate flag and Confederate soldier statues and that kind of stuff. I can see where they're coming from. But the problem is that the way we're going about it, we're trying to erase our past. And that's a very, very dangerous thing to try to do. Because that's what the Nazis tried to do. Let me line up here. Swap to the ideal. Which one's the ideal one? Canada's in big trouble, right? But, you know, I can understand, but we have to, you know, I'm just waiting for the day where I sit down, watch the news, and everybody's crying to get rid of all the southern states. Just take a big old digger or excavator or whatever, just cut a line right down the Mason-Dixon line and kick the South out to sea. I'm waiting for the day for that to happen. Because it's gotten beyond the point of ridiculousness now that we've got to cancel culture, things like Christopher Columbus and George Washington. We call that moving day. I know, right? I get to wave goodbye to you, battery, as you drift off to the Atlantic Ocean, heading towards the Antarctic. I mean, seriously. I mean, it gets to the point to where it's okay. It's like, all right, we don't have to say these people are angels. By no means are they angels. Nobody's a friggin' angel. Abraham Lincoln was no angel. But come on, it gets to the point to where, yeah, let's own up to the fact that, yeah, slavery is bad. What happened is bad. What we did as a culture is bad, both to the African American and to the Native American. But you know what? you know what? You don't see anybody screaming about, you know, what happened to the Native American in the Trail of Tears. You know, I've got Native American blood in me. I could be, you know, you don't see me getting up to the pulpit saying my forefathers were, you know, what happened to my forefathers. You know, what happened in the past. It's a bad thing. We all recognize it's a bad thing. So let's learn from it. That's how we become better as a society. By acknowledging what we did wrong in the past and becoming better because of it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. We'll have no place to retire to. Not that we don't have a place to retire to right now. If you go to Florida now, you know you're rolling the dice there. You're rolling the dice if you're in Florida now. The Land of Lakes meme. I may have. I don't know. I'd have to go look it up and see. I probably did, just don't remember it right off the top of my head now. Let me flip around here, as I think I'm closer to this end, aren't I? Yeah. But it's just gotten beyond ridiculous. It's like, oh well, we can't honor Chris Columbus anymore because he was a racist. Well, no shit. It's like everybody was racist back in those days. That's just where we were at as a society. Thank God we improved and learned from it, you know? Land O'Lakes is taking the... Oh, okay. I thought... Yeah, you know what? I've heard something about that. I thought I heard something about that. Had the 2 boxes and quipped how American. They got rid of the Indian and kept the land. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I gotta look that up now because that is so friggin' true. Oh my God, I'll let Taz handle this because he's got the big one. He's got the big gun coming in here. I'll go empty my little bit here. You can you get that all in one swath? No, it's not quite wide enough yet. Yeah, I think I have been. Yeah. Oh, look, Taz missed the spot here. I'll go get this little spot right down here. Let me get down here first. Yes, I am. But yeah, it's this whole cancel culture thing's gotten beyond the point of ridiculous now. It's like it's just you know it's just really just if somebody told us, you know, even 10, 15 years ago, what would be going on in today, we wouldn't believe it. We would say it's some sort of bad movie script or something. But my God, this is reality now. It's like, how? I just don't understand. Freaking. See, I don't even think. Nope, I'm not wide enough. So I'll just let Taz grab this one. All right, let me take this one back. We'll head back to the farm with this. All right, got you. Let me hold on. Let me run it over then. Let me back the harvester up and run the truck over. Oh, start your engines. All right, brother, got a couple of things to do for your stream. All right, cool beans. Enjoy. Thanks for swinging by, Battery, and I will make my utmost effort to actually try to swing by your stream today. Because actually, you know what? I do have to stream tonight too because I was going to try to stream this morning, but then I had issues again. But yeah, track your own, dude. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Where you you still do the a little bit early on Sundays, right? Because I should be able to catch you before I start I'm going to start my stream later tonight for my 100 days of gaming. Because I had some technical issues I had to work out with Star Wars this morning, and that 6 to 8 Eastern. Yeah, that's perfect then. So I probably won't be kicking it on until probably like 8:30 or 9 Eastern. Oh wow, we're like full. Yeah, we're full. It's full. I gotta go dump it. Yes, Call of the Wild. The new are you playing Silver? What is it? Silver Springs? Yes, excellent. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Frick map. I want the map because I gotta. All right, I'm assuming I'm going to the ranch, which is perfect. Now, how do I put the covers on? I forgot how to put the covers on this thing. It don't matter. Silver Ridge. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I picked that up because surprisingly enough, they discounted it for the Steam sale. Because I wasn't initially going to get it, because I figured, I'll wait because it'll be forever. Oh, frick. It'll be forever before I actually play on it. But I saw they had it on sale. I'm like, oh, okay. Why not? Might as well go pick it up. And I picked up the other one, the newer one that I hadn't had before either. Yeah, I'm not going to risk running over the tracks here. Was it the I forget, it's got the Spanish name too. It was the other one I needed that I picked up. So I've got all the maps now. I think the only DLC I don't have for it are like the lodges, which I'm probably not going to get because I don't. Yeah, I'm not into the taxidermying and displaying the animals or anything. I just sell them. That's all. Hunt them and sell them. Sell them for food. That's what I'm into. All right. I just got to make sure I'm going the right way here. But yeah, I definitely want to see what Silver Ridge looks like. See, I wish they'd allow us to make multiple characters, so to speak. That way I could do sort of like I do, or have multiple profiles. Like I do for the truck simulators. That way I can do one profile I do like for my career profile. Career series profile. Then I have a profile that I just do for multiplayer. Yes, that's it. That's the other one. That was the other one I picked up. Because that was like 20% off or something like that. I was like, all right, perfect. Because I wish we had that in the Hunter where I could do a profile just for like my streaming profile. That way I could do my streaming profile. And that's, that's the only time I play it is when I'm doing my streams. That I could do another profile where I'm just, doing, for my own, entertainment and stuff like that. And then I could do a profile where it's like I could just pop in and stream the new stuff. I could just pop in and do this one here, that kind of stuff. So I wish we had that because I hate bouncing around and doing different things on the profile when I sort of wanted to follow the linear progression path, so to speak, which comes from my RPG days. All right, why can't I empty this one? Do I have to detach the back one to empty this one? Swap trailers? Okay. So I got to put this one in. How do I do that? Maybe you should have done this. Okay, so there's a key for it. All right, let me look it up then. Let me see here. Rotate. No, that's not it. Attach tool, toggle, wart, honk. Ah, cover. There it is. Not N is the cover. Lower lift all tools. That may be it there. Left control V. I don't know if that would be it. Here's unload. My God, there were a lot of freaking... I don't think... Yeah, no, this stuff. Follow me now. I don't know. Let me... What was that? Control V? Left? Right. Left control... No. Left control Y. That's work mode, steering mode. Where was it? Left control... Dump on ground. See, I don't want to do that because it might not register as going in there. Lower lift all tools. Right, left control V. Yeah, you're gonna have to show me what happens here. Frick. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There we go. Dumbass. Freaking Christ. I forgot. Yeah, that's me just... That was just me being stupid. I forgot. Yeah. It finally clicked on me. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Because then I looked up in the upper corner there and saw, the image of the tractor, the two trailers. It's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. So I can't tell you how many times when I was doing like Farm Sim 15 or 17 and kept detaching my weight block when I wanted to detach the tool on the back, and I kept forgetting I got to change what the main selected tool is. So it did dawn on me till just that moment. It's like, wait a minute, I got to select the other trailer. That's a scene. That's worth a senior moment there. If you keep them back, they can both. Oh, yeah. I figured that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, well, maybe this is a back tipper or something. I think it's like, why, what? Yeah, let me. I gotta do that because that was definitely a senior moment. How many have I had here? Oh my God! It's only the second senior moment on this channel. I've actually been lucky. I don't think I've had too many of those. At least none that I've recognized as senior moments and have cataloged while I've been streaming of late. All right, so we're good. So, and this... Oh, you know what? This is the rental you said, right? Oh, you know what? I've got to accept the mission, don't I? Or one of us that does, right? Do we have... Oh my God. Completed. Okay, yeah. So once I collect it, it goes away. All right. There we go. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, let's just do that. There we go. It's like I stranded myself there. Here comes Taz. Sweet. Wow, that's a perfect 2 hours too. Got them 2 fields done. That was awesome. Perfect. I think that makes for a good day today. Excellent. Perfect timing, because I know it's getting a little late for you, right? 6 hours? Yeah, it's not too late for you. But I have to go get some lunch. I gotta get Abby some lunch. So perfect. That works out nicely. We got a nice little 2 hours there. We gotta take a look at Taz's map there before we got started. So perfect. So yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll end it here, and then we'll come back and do because I gotta get lunch, and I still gotta do some prep for tonight's stream anyway, and then of course get ready to watch Battery as well. So thank you, Taz, much appreciated, sir. We got a nice big field done. Excellent. See, this is where I wish I had the bow emote or something. But yeah, thanks Taz, thanks Battery, much appreciated. We'll be back again with more Farm Sim 19 multiplayer, at least probably next month. I'm going to try to at least do it, like I said, at the end of the last Sunday of every month. At least try it, and then hopefully next month maybe we can do like 3 or 4 hours if I get started earlier, and then have all my technical issues, all my other stuff worked out. But yeah, that's perfect timing. So thank you, sir, much appreciated. Thank you everyone else who tuned in today. Thank you, Little Man on YouTube, for the follow. It is much appreciated. And like I said, I'll go take a look at your YouTube channel, see what you got. And you know what? If I like it, yeah, I don't have a problem subscribing to people whose content I enjoy. So we'll check that out as well. And of course, we'll be back watching Battery in about 3.5, 4 hours or so. And we'll be back tonight after that, doing our 4th favorite MMO, Star Wars The Old Republic, over on Channel Real Millennium Group, raising some money for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. In fact, let me give Battery a shout out too while I'm thinking of it, because Battery always streams for the Children's Hospital and I'm going to shout that out wrong. Battery_H, boom. Shout Battery H, because he's always doing everything he can. He's doing a bang-up job raising money for the Children's Hospital of New Orleans. So be sure to check him out. Make a donation. In fact, I think we might surprise Battery tonight too. I have 2 more weeks of work and then 3 weeks of holiday. So who knows? We can do. Oh yes, that will be perfect then. Because hold on. Let me check. Let me do this. Let me check the calendar here. No, I want my calendar. So you got, so this week and next week you'll be working. So that's the first week in July. So you should have, so you'll be taking your 3-week holiday, I'm assuming from the 13th. 1, 2, 3. So basically the rest of July you should be taking your holiday, right? So that would work out perfectly then. 1, 2, 3. 11/7 till, or July. Yeah, I forgot you're doing it backwards from us Americans. It's July 11th. I'm thinking from 11/7. It's like, wait, November 7th. Wait a minute. No, yeah. Through August 3rd. Oh, so yeah, that'll actually work out perfectly because figure I'll be doing this. I would be doing Farm Sim multiplayer on the 26th of July. So you wouldn't even be back at work on that Monday either. So you could even stay up late. Yeah, so that'll work perfectly. So yeah, let's figure on the 26th. We can do some multiplayer, and then figure it. It's we could maybe even throw in maybe an hour or two, somewhere along the week too, if I feel the hankering for it. So yeah, that'll be perfect. So let me know in case you have any plans or something that come up that you won't be able to do it on the 26th, because then I could always shift it around. Um, but yeah, let's sort of figure for the 26th. But then like if something comes up where figure you guys want to go somewhere or you're doing something, then just let me know, and then I can just do it. I can just do it any Sunday in July, really. So, but let's figure on the 26th, and then if something comes up, we'll just throw it on one of the other Sundays. But perfect, yeah, that'll be awesome. And then, like I said, I'll in fact, let me mark that now. That way, I don't plan anything else during it. Because that's why I plan to do this on Sundays. That way I could get some decent 3 to 4, 5 hour streams going on Sundays. I need my stream schedule. That's what I want. But unfortunately, like I said, I got started a little bit late today because I was up so late last night, and then had some stuff I wanted to get done beforehand, and of course, now I've got to go eat because I didn't eat breakfast because I was doing everything else trying to get it done, and I didn't eat lunch yet. So, all right. So let me. So let's go July 26th. All right. So yeah, I would be doing a extra life stream that day, but that's something I could throw at in the evening, and yeah. So yeah, that'll work. Let me make a note. Let's go 4 to 5 hour stream. That way I can sort of look at that and plan around when the time comes next month. Perfect. Because I also want to do, because I also want to do a mega stream on channel BJ Weiler. So I got to figure out which day I'm going to do that. I would probably end up making that a Monday, since that's my main BJ Weiler stream days. So that mega stream will probably be on a Monday then. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work nicely. Perfect. All right, let me get back here. Save. Boop. Boop. So that's my mental note. ETS or ATS combo. Yes. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect too. We can do that. We can do that Saturday. We can do, because that's when I do the driving. That's when I sort of plan my driving sims, is Saturday. So and at some point I met. I don't know about July because everything's changing now with the pandemic, and then my wife's work schedule and stuff. We might not end up taking our holiday till August. But yeah, Saturday. Oh, you can't? Okay. We'll just do it another day then. Because with you on holiday, Saturday would be later. Saturday would be till after work. When do you do the class? So for me, it probably would get started until this time. Oh, okay. So you do the class on Sunday mornings? I'm just trying to figure out when we could do. I mean, we could always do it during the week too, anyway, after work. But class is 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. your time. And is that Sundays or Saturdays? So on Saturdays, okay. So I'm thinking, Saturdays might actually, unless of course it's fine if you got other stuff to do after class. But yeah, I wouldn't because I work until 1:30, which would be 7:30 your time. So your class is already done by the time I would start the stream anyway. But again, that's up to you. I mean, because I definitely want to do a convoy. In fact, we could try to get Battery in too. And maybe make a stream of it, because he streams Thursday, Fridays. Class can get later depending on how many. Okay, all right. So let's figure we'll do it. We'll do it for figure when you're on holiday. Do it for a weekday then. We can do it for, I'm trying to think, but I got to work. Yeah, I got to see what battery schedule is. We might just have to do it on Sunday then, which isn't a problem. Yeah, so I'll think. So yeah, so we'll figure. That's why I was kind of thinking. Yeah, you need to eat your dinner and stuff like that. So, all right. Yeah, Sunday might end up being better if we want to try to get battery in. Because I'm thinking, well, battery he streams Thursday evenings, but then that's too late for you. That'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning for you, which would be no good. So yeah, maybe we'll just do a Saturday. I'll just reschedule on my hunter Sundays for that. I don't know. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what's going on. I'm assuming by the time we get the convoy planned, Idaho will be out. So we could do ATS and just drive around Idaho. But I kind of like the idea of doing ETS2 too. But then again, I gotta see. It'll depend on when stuff is released. Well, if we see, that's the thing too. Because they don't have the last time I checked, they don't have the non-collision server for ATS. So I think the last time I checked, they had just a couple of servers for ATS, but both of them were collision. So if we wanted to do it, ideally we would do it in ETS2. Because they have the arcade server, which is non-collision. That way we don't have to worry about the knuckleheads. That way Speedy would feel more comfortable about joining us for that too. So that may be the ideal thing. You would need to start a new profile for multi. Yeah, you know what? Have them do that, and then have them use the Squirrel cheats. Because Squirrel has 2 cheats. One for money and I think one for leveling. Because that's what I actually did for my multiplayer profile for the convoy. Because that's why he created them, so people could get into the convoy on multiplayer and not have to start from square one. Well, it would just be for the specific, just to get leveled up and get enough money to get what he wants. That's all that would be for, just so we could get. Because he would end up still having to unlock, I guess, then again, with the garages being purchasable anywhere, that makes that easy. But yeah, find out, see what he wants to do. I mean, he doesn't have to. I mean, I'm just, the cheats would just make it easier. That way he's got some cash and can get his own truck without having to spend too much time leveling up the profile. But whatever he wants to do, but he's got to install it first. But yeah, check with him, see what he wants to do, because then if we could get the 4 of us, you, me, Speedy, and Battery, that would actually make a pretty awesome convoy. And then even Battery and I could co-stream it too, which would be cool. So yeah, I'll have to see if I can remember to mention that to Battery tonight. But yeah, let me know, and then so Sunday would probably be the best day for that then. Because then we could do a nice long run in ETS too. Because we could really actually go for 4 or 5 hours. We could find a job that would jobs that would do 4 to 5 hours and try to get. We could try to get similar jobs that take us from the starting city to the end. That's what we probably should try to see if we could work out too. See if we could get something that would get jobs from a starting city. Wouldn't have to be the same job or the same companies, but from the same starting city to the same ending city would be pretty awesome. Because I know, I could try to get Preebs. I could ping Preebs and see if he wants to do it. As I know he drives. I don't remember if Meglin does or not. I'll have to ask Battery. I have to remember to ask Bat. Let me write this down because I won't remember to ask him if I don't write it down. All right. So multiplayer convoy. So let's figure ETS. I'll probably load up. I'll probably load up the multiplayer while I'm eating here. Because I tried updating the multiplayer a few weeks ago, but they still weren't 1.3. I think I tried updating it after 1.37, but they like a couple of weeks afterwards, and they still weren't 137 capable. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. See, because they didn't update for 137, so I tried updating it, but I couldn't get in there. That was the last time I played multiplayer too. Was our last convoy. But let me check and let me see, because I'm pretty certain they're not going. I can't imagine them adding an ATS arcade server. But if they did, for right now, let's figure ETS2, because we've got the most territory and they have the arcade server. And then I'll see. Let me ask Battery about Convoy next month. So we'll do that at some point in July. Convoy co-stream. And let me see. I'll have to ping Preebs. I know Preebs does. I'll have to ask him about Meglin. If Meglin does the truck sims. And anyone else. Let's see. All right. So I've got that written down. So we'll take care of that. Warm him up. But for ETS primarily. Yeah, because I figure that'll probably be our best bet. That way, like you said, they've got the arcade server, so we don't even have to worry about the knuckleheads. We don't have to worry about collisions or anything like that. So it's just, we could just do our own thing and not have to worry about what anybody else is doing, which is nice for that server. We were eating at this time, right? Yeah, I'll figure Sunday. If we're going to get as many people as we can, Sunday will probably be the best option to do that. So we'll just go with that, and then and go for there. We'll do a Sunday afternoon for you guys, and that should hopefully be convenient for everybody, but we'll see. And we'll just go from there. But thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone else. And things to look forward to here on Channel RMG Gaming too. More multiplayer farming and hopefully an RMG Gaming convoy at some point next month too. So thank you, my friend. And I'll see you again next time. Enjoy your evening, and I'll catch you next time. And thank you, everyone else, for watching. It's been a pleasure. And until next time, I am BJ Weiler. Until next time, I think I just said that right. I am BJ Weiler. Until next time, yeah, I know I'm bigger than Squirrel, aren't I? It's nice, and it's funny too. If you look at it now, I don't have this. I got a little bit of snow here. A little bit of snow right here. You can see it when the layers come up. Yeah, I can't even see it right now, but yeah, I don't even see a little bit of snow, but it's hidden by this thing right here. It's hidden by this. The camera's actually working pretty good right now. It's weird. Maybe it's because I have the light on longer. These are like LED lights or something, so I guess they get brighter the longer they've been on. So maybe I got to leave them on for a while before I start streaming. Yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Thanks, everyone. I got to go because I got to get lunch. We got to get ready to watch Battery stream, get ready for our own extra live stream tonight. And I'll catch everybody next time. Until next time, I'll see everybody in game. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Stay healthy out there. And we'll have some more fun next time.